Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Rogue Trader with me, Bring It On. Let's enter the mysterious room. I've already read that. The tech priest blesses himself with a protective symbol, his hand visibly shaking. Shield us, O machine god, from the evil that has taken hold of your temple. Save us, preserve us from the corruption, show us the way. The sacred metal that bars our path is weakened. Let us appeal to the machine spirit of one of the generators so the metal may drink from its blessed energies. There should be one hidden somewhere in this module. What is this evil you mentioned? The tech priest says nothing for a while, and his vox comes to life, but the voice is hoarse, punctuated by static and interference. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. I am merely his servant. I cannot discern what has stricken the abode of the machine god, but I do sense a distortion of the structure, disfigurement of the molecular order. This ship is sick. Further conversing is unproductive. The will of the Omnissiah has brought us to these doors, thus our task is clear. Search for a way to proceed beyond, so we can discover a means of cleansing these halls. Restore power. Headhunter Light Carapace. Base armor property plus 3% dodge.
I always have a backup plan.
My whispers crave entertainment.
Join me in prayer. Carry the Emperor's will as your torch. Sherim?
From the rage of the beast, iron protect us. A quick save. From the temptations of the flesh, silica cleanse us. The air in the room is permeated by a wild mixture of miasmas, of both mechanical and biological origin. Blood, rust, vomit, machine oil, excrement, kerosene. All these smells blend together into such a thick stench that it almost feels palpable. Just as the air here is one mad tangle of odors, the device in front of you is a mishmash of wriggling wires and transplanted fragments. In all the clutter, one could almost miss the main component. A heavily augmented man, whose upper body is embedded into the frame of the machine, dozens of wires piercing his flesh. A crust of congealed blood and other bodily fluids covers the man's entire body, but his eyes are open and his gaze is keen. This gaze is turned to you, devoid of surprise or deference. Who are you, disturbing the peace of holy martyrs and the home of our grief? What do you want? The symbols your brethren protect themselves with are symbols of chaos. Your knowledge is lacking, Invader. Those are secret holy symbols, imparted to us by the Omnissiah. How else would my tech comrades have survived, if not for their protection? So many of us were devoured by evil. He falls silent, as if lost in thought. Who are you? A servant of the Omnissiah, an acolyte of the machine, a prisoner of purgatory, and a keeper of corruption. The man whispers via the implanted vox. Every word or motion causes his crippled body to shudder. Bloody foam glints from the inside of the wire-pierced wounds. What happened to your ship? Ship? There is no ship. There is only purgatory, a world of evil, made to harrow and torture those who follow the Omnissiah. It has already killed many of my brethren, but those who remain are strong, so very strong. We will keep the corruption of the machine at bay. I will hold it back. For the weakness of the mind, Omnissiah save us. I have accepted a higher calling, the only one among my brethren to do so. As I keep the evil at bay with prayers and sacred symbols engraved on their traitorous flesh, I take this evil inside myself. I imbibe it as one does water. But it can do me no harm, for I am the Eye of Sanctity. I am the sacred filter, the link that protects other parts of the machine from this caustic taint. and for as long as I remain here, the corruption will not prevail. From the lies of the antipath, circuit preserve us. This statement is false. I'm registering corruption in this unit identical to that surrounding us. I'm registering a violation of the cleansing protocol, which dictates steering the ship into the heart of the nearest star for the purposes of cleansing annihilation. I'm registering betrayal of the sacred machine spirits placed in the charge of those weak in faith. The man looks at his comrade and replies with a long series of clicks in Technolingua. Permission to use the sacred language has been revoked. Impurity will not be permitted to enter the pure speech of Binaric. Your mortal shell will soon exhaust its vital energies. Pray mutely while you still have the time. Adira looks the man over with an expression of disgust and fear. I've seen similar symbols, caught a glimpse of them, in my dreams. Whenever the warp wormed its way into them and whispered about its virulent gifts, I doubt these lunatics were given visions of these runes by their god. What evil are you talking about? The great evil that pervades the universe, tempting with the unattainable, seducing with false knowledge. Evil has many names, but its essence remains the same. It was that evil that trapped us in here, but we were stronger. Wake up. All the signs are clear as day. You and your brethren have fallen prey to the forces of chaos, and you don't even realize it. The man's eyes clear for a moment. They still lack understanding, but there's a hint of surprise. He slowly looks around the room, at the ecstatic priests, at his own mangled body. His vox hisses, as if he is struggling to say something. Suddenly, the mingled stench in the room is drowned out by the sharp, piercing smell of ozone and grease. You sense that the nauseating atmosphere that prevailed in the room has condensed into a single point of evil in the depths of the ship, and is now hurtling toward you. A Forgefiend. This thing is a pretty nasty piece of work. So, Raging Fiend, when this creature suffers damage the first time in a round, it becomes enraged and strikes back after every additional attack suffered this round. And it's a demon engine, manifestation of course. So whenever the demon enters combat, each party member suffers minus momentum. Whenever the demon dies, each party member gains 30 momentum. At the start of each of the demon's turns, all creatures around it must pass a willpower resistance test or suffer the horrors of the warp effect, which we've seen before. Other demons have that. Combat Master we've seen before. Basically, we don't get a bonus when we surround them with melee characters. Demon Engine. The demon machine gains armor equal to its willpower percentage, deflection equals to its toughness bonus, immunity to perils of the warp, and immunity to toxic damage.
I've suffered worse.
I'm pretty sure he one-shot us the first time I played, or one-shot Abelard. Let's get over here, actually. So I want to try and avoid using controlled shot if I can.
Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, this is for you, my Emperor! This is why I was chosen.
Unfortunate. Oh, wait, what? Cherub? Remember this being equipped. An artificial biomechanical creation of the magos, biologists, tech priests. Based on their uploaded doctrines, cherubs can perform various menial tasks for their masters. Okay. Let's go ahead and get
Not
some
me.
temporary wounds up at least. That's part of the problem.
My vow is to serve. The Omniscient.
Just need to tough it out.
Yeah, we gotta be pretty careful. Alright. Do that. And that.
Will do. But of course, what an unfortunate
So
turn
the,
of fate.
that skull can heal, which we've seen before, but I don't want him healing the Forgefiend. That thing's gotta go down.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. I will do my duty.
Alright.
Observing the laws of the
Won't let
unit.
it define me. Can't catch my breath.
I'll do it.
Yeah, he was gonna go down regardless. But we gave it a heck of a try.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
He's not immune to bleeding. That was an interesting choice.
I am a savant of destruction. The Omniscient condemns you.
Alright, that went much better than my first playthrough. So I think everyone except for
Keep your wits
take it back
about
over
you.
here. Maybe Pascal died? I'm not gonna waste a medikit. So we're gonna leave right after this. There was one other fight similar to that, but that fight I just did too early. With only like 3 companions when you can have a full party. The empty shell of a demon engine. It was this creation, a horrifying mix of real space technologies and the deranged powers of the warp, that disrupted the ship systems and twisted the tech priest's minds. I think we can still talk to this guy, right? The man's mutilated body is racked by wave after wave of convulsions. Evil. That was evil incarnate. Evil. The corruption that watches us day and night. Suddenly, man raises his head and looks you straight in the eye. You have banished the evil. You tried to warn me, but I was deaf. The ship. Yava Gamma. It followed us from there. Yava Gamma. Is that where your ship is from? Yes, the man whispers. The ship and the planet. The traitors among our brethren. Tormenting the sacred mechanisms. Letting corruption to their systems. They turn that which is holy into the unholy. and they set these new, twisted machines on us, their tech comrades. We managed to flee, but one of the monsters found its way onto the ship. A tear appears at the corner of his eye. He thrashes frantically in the mess of wires piercing his body. We fought. We cut off one module after another, as one cuts away rotting flesh. But it followed. Its invisible influence, the corruption it exuded, it claimed us one by one. The crew were merely humans of flesh and blood. They were so weak. They succumbed so easily. We could not save them from evil, and so we gave the ship to the darkness among the stars. But the darkness came for us too. In this last module, where we intended to make our last stand, then I sacrificed myself. I became a filter, a stopper against the corruption emanating from the machine. I succumbed. The corruption came for our souls. The corruption of Kappa Gamma. Traitors. With the last of his efforts, he rasps. The Fabricator's censor. It all started with him. He was the one who let this taint into the sacred code. He was the one who doomed our brethren. He was the one who spawned the steel monstrosities in the furnace of our planet. Rest in peace. You will be avenged. I was a part of the great force that drives the universe. I do not fear the cold of death. A wheezing breath escapes the man's chest, then his eyes close.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
I'm not going back on the ship. No reason to. Alright, I guess Trinitos is next. We'll probably have a encounter on the way. Permission to report, Lord Captain. I keep receiving messages about strange behaviors in certain ship systems. All decks report the uncontrollable opening and closing of doors, gates, and airlocks. They behave erratically and do not obey the operator's commands. Regrettably, this has led to casualties among the crew. The tech priests have explained that these phenomena are being caused by the machine spirit's irascibility and have spent hours chanting litanies to soothe their anger. Unfortunately, many crew members were badly injured before the prayers could stabilize the systems. The High Factotum's voice rings with pride. Lord Captain, I have done as commanded. Everything has been prepared for your ritual from Mistress Cabela. A select few upper deck officers are ready to leave their posts to attend this formal gathering in praise your lordship's name. We can begin at your convenience. I doubt that Cabela will enjoy this. I'm confident that Mistress Cabela will appreciate the effort, both yours and mine. What could be more representative of the Lord Captain's inner circle than a formal event in the company of the most eminent members of the crew? Splendid, Danrock. Summon my illustrious officers. It will be done. I shall signal the servants and notify the invited parties immediately. Let us demonstrate to Mistress Cabela just how strong our vessel's spirit of camaraderie truly is. Another watch aboard the void ship has come to an end. The Lord Captain has, having given his final orders for the day, retired to his chambers for some divine rest. However, the rogue trader's slumber is disturbed by horrific nightmares plaguing his mind. Fate wrenched the Lord Captain out of the clutches of these agonizing warp dreams, only for him to witness the nightmare seeping through the flimsy membrane of the Geller field and taking physical shape in the ship's sanctum sanctorum. The battle. We'll quick save. So our allies will slowly show up as we
I always keep my options.
fight.
I'll make an example out of you.
The Emperor is with us!
Embrace excess. Spurn monotony.
was inevitable. It's as good as done.
Emperor, protect me.
Give in to sensation!
For now.
Quick, quick!
I am
Emperor, protect me.
Minds exist only to be broken!
Don't touch me.
Emperor, protect me.
Vile delight!
Alright, Abelard has arrived. Every turn, another companion shows up.
My place is at the fore. The more the better!
I'll make it happen. I'll see to it personally.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold the line here.
This way!
All my allies show up, one at a time.
Minds exist only to be broken! My soul
Brace yourself.
I'll
to
brush
the
this
brink
off.
of agony!
I'll do what it takes.
Once Argenta shows up, things are gonna get real nasty because this right here is a bottleneck. Oh, that was actually a waste. I can't see anybody.
Anything else? Quiet whispers. It's my toy, and I'm gonna control it myself.
Hey, nice for you to show up, buddy.
Didn't flinch.
My soul sings!
I can't stand it.
Embrace excess!
I've suffered worse.
I am
Emperor, protect me.
We'll see this event multiple times.
Quick, quick!
It's just a random event that can transpire when you're traveling through the warp.
Rejoice in battle! As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak. Eradicated.
Alright, so an extra attack per turn. Or extra attacks equal to your rate of fire.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment. As the Emperor commands, each strike is a prayer.
At your beck and call. For fun Valancius!
Uh-oh. Yeah, that was a mistake. But we can come back from it. It'll be fine. Probably.
Who if not me?
I was really hoping to hit this guy.
Temporary setback.
Haskell, welcome to the party, buddy.
I'll do it.
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
I always get the job done.
In ecstasy.
Reduced to dust!
No mercy for
Not sure what took out... Oh, it was the bleed effect on Abelard.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Not what I meant to do, but that's fine. I didn't mean to click on rapid fire, I meant to click on my actual burst shot, which is on opposite sides of the portrait, so not sure how I messed it up. Not that it matters, because we're still coming out on top.
To the brink of agony.
I'll see to it personally.
Not the talent that makes this cost 1 AP either.
Look out!
My respec set me behind a little bit.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. As the Emperor commands, I act. Eradicated.
Awesome. Nothing to it. Bunch of junk
Rise
we
to
can
the
get rid
top,
of.
or get left in the dust.
Or that we've already got rid of, because it's automatically getting sent to cargo anyway. Jai kind of showed up at the end. Alright, so I think I have to go back and speak to, let's go and enter the system so I don't forget. Forget that I haven't explored it yet. Bunch of ships we have to fight. That's fine. Let's go ahead and repair our ship. Okay, well, I'm going to call it here, and next time I think we're going to meet with, well, I guess Janris. Or Janice? Danrock, our factotum. And do Cabela's little romance quest, and then we'll explore this system. Which will take a little bit, because these void ship battles are going to be rough. They usually are. But either way, for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.